So you've made it through training and you've been scheduled for your first party. Congratulations! Here are a few things you'll need to know to help it go smoothly. First things first, make sure you make your confirmation calls no later than Thursday at 5 p.m. Make sure you have read our document on agent gigs in case you are scheduled for a gig that was not booked directly through Carrie's Magic Parties. Make sure to leave extra early to accommodate for unexpected traffic. You are expected to walk into the party 5 to 10 minutes early. If you are scheduled to begin at 3 and you walk in at 3, you are late. When you walk into the party, the first thing you want to do is greet the birthday child with a huge smile. Kneel if needed to be on the child's level and ask for a hug or a high five. Compliment the child on their beautiful princess dress. Is this your castle? Wow! Are you a real pirate too? Look how many friends you have, etc. After you've adequately greeted the birthday child and his or her guests, ask the parents where they would like you to set up and discreetly and with a smile, remind them that you are required to collect. It is imperative that you have already gone over the remaining balance with the client by phone in your confirmation email. Oftentimes, with an agent gig, you will be collecting more or less than your usual paid amount per party, meaning that either you are picking up the excess deposit to return to me, or the client has paid in full and I will be owing your portion payment after the weekend. Sometimes, clients get confused with how much they've already paid and will think they owe less than they actually do. Unfortunately, there are also some people out there who have tried in the past to get a free party out of us by claiming they have already paid a deposit when they have not. This is why it is imperative to include in your confirmation calls how much they will owe upon arrival. If the client disagrees with the amount, you can let them know you'll call your boss and get right back to them. That way, if there was an error, we can sort it out days before the party, rather than you struggling to get in contact with us at your party to dispute how much you are supposed to collect. If you do not clear up how much you are supposed to collect during your confirmation call and come out with less than what you were supposed to collect, the negative difference will come out of your pay to compensate. This is your responsibility. Here are a few extra tips about collecting your money. Do not let the children see or hear that you are collecting money for your services. To them, you are the authentic character and not being paid to attend their party. Do not count the money in front of the parents. Count it once the party ends and you are outside. If there is a discrepancy, call the parent and politely settle it then. I always tell the parents upon booking that they are to pay in cash only. A good way to subtly remind them of this during your confirmation call is to say, "And I have that your remaining balance is X amount of dollars, due in cash please upon arrival." If they ask if you can take a check, politely tell them that you are only supposed to take cash. If they insist that they only have a check, you may take a check as a last resort. After you've greeted the birthday child and as the parents are collecting your cash, it is time for you to start setting up. I will always send your gig info with the standard recommended order your activities should go in, but there are always exceptions. We'll talk about these in a minute. In some cases, the parents will know exactly where they want you to set up. In others, they will look to you as the expert to tell them where the best place for you to set up is. Whether it is your first or your 100th party, you are the expert, and it is your job to act as such. The best place to set up is where you have a corner to your back. If a corner is unavailable, a wall, couch, bench, or tree will do. This prevents the children from having access to the back of your show and seeing your tricks as you set up. When parents ask if you have a preference as to where you can set up, don't be shy to give a quick scan of the room and tell them that you can perform anywhere, but that somewhere with a corner to your back is the best option for this reason. As I mentioned before, I will always note in your gig info the standard recommended order activities. Here are a few tips on how to order each activity and why. If you are scheduled for a magic or puppet show, ask your client upon arrival if all the children are there. If so, it's best to start with one of these as an introduction to your character and precedent to the rest of your show. If you are still waiting for kids to show up, offer to start with face painting, glitter tattoos, or another individual activity where kids that haven't shown up yet won't miss anything. Face paint and glitter tattoos are a great activity for when kids are in the bounce house. Use the face paint to draw a number on each child's hand and call out their numbers one at a time as you're ready for them. This way, they don't have to wait in line. They can go have fun, eat, and play with their friends as they are waiting for their turn. Balloon twisting is an individual activity that goes by faster than face painting and glitter tattoos and is recommended towards the end of a party as they tend to be a distraction during shows. If you choose to make balloons before a show or performance, ask the kids to place them all in one spot or give them to parents to hold on to before you begin your magic show, princess lessons, etc. Hula Luau, Ultimate Dance Party, How to Be a Princess, and How to Be a Pirate should all be done as the final activity as they have performances. These performances are the grand finale to the party and are usually a great wrap-up before you send them off to cake, piñata, or any other activity the parent has planned. Unless the client specifically wants their activities in another order, always do the performance activities last. Toddler time and games can be done anytime throughout your party, as they are standard group activities with no finale. Remember, the parents have hired you as the expert, so use this information to act like one. You got this job because you have acting skills, right? Fake it till you make it. Act like you know exactly what you're doing, and the parents will believe you. And one last tip, never let on that this is your first party. If anyone asks, the minimum you've been doing this is 6 months. Have a great show.